to everybody from myself, the IAG board, and our very, very diligent and active admin office. What an amazing way to start our meeting. It was great to have some cameo appearances from some IAG luminaries of the past, and of course, some of those that are and will be our IAG future. There are more of those to come during the program today, so please enjoy those. This is truly a global assembly. I am on the east coast of Australia. Our two awesome guest speakers are in the USA and in Germany. The event is being organised by our admin office and by the dynamic events team in the UK. Our network session at the end of the assembly is being managed by Thomas in Poland. The program itself is made up of contributions from members around the globe, and I want to thank them for that. This all clearly reflects how global we have become. Thank goodness for technology to enable us to share all these things together. So a welcome to our IAG member contacts and their colleagues, and it's so wonderful to see so many new faces as well as returning faces today. Welcome to our IAG prospective members who have also logged in for today's meeting, Fernando in Spain, Remco in Amsterdam, and the team from Gateway Law in Singapore. We also want to welcome the representatives from Morrison KSI who have joined us, in particular its CEO, Memoria Lewis, and also our two amazing guest speakers, Julianne Schiefer and Liesl Schillinger. Thank you again for being willing to participate in our event and for joining us today. So, on behalf of your board and your admin office, welcome to you all. The agenda for today's meeting has been circulated. Thankfully, unlike the meeting in June, you won't just be listening to me, but you'll be listening to a whole lot of different people. There will be the chairman's report, which I will deliver shortly, which will include the results of the proxy votes, which are required as part of our formal business session. There is the Morrison KSI update from Memoria. We have two collaboration case studies from some of our members. We have two amazing guest speakers. We have a networking session, and we have a party time at the end. What more could you ask for in any IAG meeting? So, to the chairman's report. This has been circulated in the month leading up to this event. The following are a few highlights of this, which I think are worth repeating and updating. Assemblies. Since we last met, we had the IAG Asia Pacific update last week, with an attendance from firms represented in 23 countries across Asia Pacific. It was a great attendance. Even Charlie in the UK admin office stayed awake for most of his morning, listening and participating in the event. Our next in-person global assembly will likely be Chester in the UK, and this has formally been rescheduled to September 2021. We have an open mind as to the possibilities of regional meetings before then. Let's wait and see how things work out. Either way, we will be having at least one more virtual assembly in early 2021. As for board activities, it has been quite frenetic the last 6 months. The details of what the board has actually been doing has already been provided to you in the report, and I won't repeat it all except to say that keeping on top of the financial position during this crazy year has been at the forefront of our concerns. As you all know, the board is comfortable with our present and forecast financial position. So thank you to our members for your support with that. As you know, the board has also allocated roles to each of the board members. US growth is a big ticket item for the board. Getting together again safely is also just as important. So let's see where we get to with that. There is one aspect of our IAG membership at the moment which I wanted to draw to your attention and to have a little bit of focus on today. And that is to recognise and to celebrate some organic growth within the IAG membership. We are pleased to be able to report several instances where IAG members have themselves expanded or merged their businesses. Importantly, in every instance, the board has been asked to approve the continuation of the IAG membership into the larger enterprise. To me, this demonstrates how innovative our members are and how flexible IAG membership can be. Let me give you some examples of this. Burkitt's merger with a leading boutique insurance practice, adding a London office to the firm's network. Gunnar Holst Chedelovs has expanded its business into the merged firm of Advocat Firm Alliance, extending reach across a different part of Sweden. My own firm in Australia has expanded its Pacific coverage with the addition of 3 new affiliates in 3 different countries. The merger between IAG's long-standing French member Colbert and French law firm Eads, with the combined firm operating from various cities in France, including Lyon, Paris, and Avignon, as well as in Brussels and London. That member is now known as Eads. Recently joined member firm SNB Law from Hamburg has entered a strategic cooperation with French firm Leif, with a strong focus on business activity and operations in China. Mondini Rusconi, one of the oldest members of IAG, has merged with 2 other Italian firms, Bonora e Associati and Rapisati Ginevra. The new entity by the name Mondini Bonora Ginevra will now have 13 partners and approximately 40 associates. Initiatives and changes like these augurs well for the continued organic expansion of our global network. Importantly, members need to remember and recognise that you need to give us the updates so that we can share those like we are today with everybody else. Our new member inquiries this year are extremely high compared to last year. We have inquiries from all sorts of interesting places. Turkey, Russia, Portugal, Republic of the Congo, Nigeria, Cameroon, just to mention a few. In fact, 2 additional new inquiries have hit our desks during this week alone. We are progressing all of these inquiries as best we can in the IAG way. We have asked you to approve or to vote to approve our new member applicant, Lizana Schintelm from Spain, and we'll be announcing the results of those votes shortly. Referral activities between members has been particularly high as well. This is extremely encouraging. Some examples of this, as you all know, are being showcased in this assembly today. The admin office has reported to me vibrant referral activity since our last meeting in June, with activity and referrals from over 30 countries across the UK and Europe, North and Central America, India, the Middle East, Asia, Africa, Australia, and New Zealand. This is extremely encouraging news during such a crazy time. Again, you need to keep the admin office updated on this activity so that we can share that with the other members. Briefly on Morrison KSI, I will not steal Memoria's thunder, but I will say that we have been having the occasional chat and sharing our own experiences. And Jeff Singer, along with Memoria, have been amazing sounding boards for myself, for Charlie, and for the IAG board. We are sharing and exchanging information. Two examples of this I want to share with you. For example, when new member inquiries come in where MKSI has members and IAG does not, MKSI have been helping us with due diligence on those people. A second example, referrals in and out between IAG and Morrison KSI have been happening where we have overlaps with our membership. So if we get applications where we are already well represented and Morrison KSI do not, then there is the opportunity and the potential for those members to join one or the other organisation. It is a very, very good example of one of the many benefits and merits of the IAG Morrison KSI relationship. As for your board, excuse me, as for your board, as you know, we have two positions which will be filled today, and we have asked you for your vote. There are an additional 3 positions that fall vacant during 2021, including myself. I won't celebrate that just yet, but it has been a long time coming. We will update you on the timing and process for that during early 2021. As for financial matters, the adjusted 2020 financial position and the 2021 budget has been circulated. We are comfortable where we are, and we have asked you to approve that budget via proxy, as is required in our Constitution. So that's my update for you all. There is a chat function there, and feel free to ask questions. Don't make them too tricky or too difficult for me. It's too early in the morning. I want to now turn to the business session and the proxy votes which have been received. As I have indicated, we have a quorum with the proxies that have been submitted. The following is the result of the votes delivered by proxies that have been given to the chairman for today's meeting. Firstly, on administrative and financial matters, the minutes of our last meeting, being the General Assembly in June, have been approved. I know that is always highly controversial, but thank you for approving those minutes. The IAG revised budget for 2021 has also been approved. Thank you for that. Our new member candidate, Lozano Shintelm, has also been approved. This has immediate effect. Thank you and congratulations to Fernando Lozano and all the team at his firm. We would normally go into rapturous celebrations at this point in time. That is difficult to do via Zoom. But I think we can all, in a very Spanish football way, celebrate by raising our arms and saying, congratulations to our Spanish new member. Well done, Lozano. Congratulations to you and your team. We're very excited to have you on board. The board positions. As you know, the board has decided to seek applicants for 2 new members to the board representing the North American membership. We were very fortunate in that we had 3 candidates nominated for those 2 positions: Andrew Fleming, Jim Miller, and Lauren Pincus. Short videos from each were circulated. I wanted to thank all 3 of them for their interest in being on the IAG board, which I can assure you is no holiday. The Constitution of IAG says that board members can be appointed only at the annual General Assembly. As this is not a General Assembly, as I have indicated to you before, the process that we are undertaking is as follows. We want to keep progressing changes to the board as best we can. The successful candidates from the vote will be announced today. They will be invited to attend board meetings and contribute to the IAG board activities until this vote is ratified at the General Assembly in 2021, which is likely to be in Chester in September. So, without further delay, I am delighted to announce that the successful applicants for the positions have been Andrew Fleming and Jim Miller. Congratulations to them both. The presence will be very much welcomed by the IAG board, and in particular, I wanted to give a big thank you to Lauren for her interest in her position and her support for the board during the last 12 months. That ends my report for today and the delivery of the proxy votes for the business session for IAG.